You're listening to an IOE podcast.
Powered by UCL Minds.
This is Research for the Real World. Conversations with researchers about the paths they've taken to shape our everyday lives.
On the 22nd of May 2024, Rishi Sunak, the UK's Prime Minister, revealed the date of the general election in a rain-soaked Downing Street speech, as Labour's 1997 election anthem blared from a nearby street.
Showing that when we work together, anything is possible. Our economy is now growing faster than anyone predicted, outpacing Germany, France and the United States. And this morning it was confirmed that inflation is back to normal.
To many people, including his own ministers, the call of an election was a surprise. And as the European Union elections have gone ahead, other neighbouring countries have called snap elections. All leaders have resigned, changing the current political climate as we know it. The UK and European countries are not the only ones going to the polls this year. Did you know that 2024 is a year when globally more voters than ever in history will take part in national elections?
It is official. U.S. President Joe Biden is running for re-election in 2024.
When I ran for president 4 years ago, I said we're in a battle for the soul of America, and we still are.
Now let's move on to India now. Narendra Modi has taken the oath of office and has been sworn in for a third term as India's Prime Minister. He will lead a coalition government after his Hindu Nationalist Party, the BJP, failed to win enough seats in the general election to govern alone.
The official result was never in doubt. A huge win for Putin, even bigger than in 2018. The turnout higher too, according to the Election Commission. The three opponents who were approved...
It is a partnership that was once unthinkable. But on Friday, the African National Congress and its largest rival, the Democratic Alliance, agreed to work together in South Africa's new government of national unity.
Belgian Prime Minister Alexander De Croo has suffered a crushing defeat in the country's general elections, with his liberal Open VLD party managing less than 7% of the vote.
In this season of Research for the Real World, it's all about how research evidence informs policy. How can we not cover it when we know that policies implemented by the winning parties will prove consequential for years to come, shaping the future of democracy around the world? Research findings, whether focusing on health, technology, humanities, social sciences or education, are a powerful tool to inform government's policies in the UK and abroad. Indeed, the former UK government Chief Scientific Officer, Professor Sir Patrick Vallance, has stated that science must be embedded in every decision that we make if we are to meet the challenges facing governments around the world. On this season, we'll be hearing from researchers whose work encompasses a mixture of technology, policy, social sciences, and of course education, and what they think about the current state of democracy. I will be speaking to Professor Marc Stears, UCL's inaugural Pro-Provost of Policy Engagement and Director of the UCL Policy Lab, about his experiences as a former speechwriter for a political party and the lab's Ordinary Hope project. I'll also be speaking with Professor Hugh Morris about his approach as a policymaker to using research evidence and why it matters. We'll also be speaking to Dr. Claire Crawford, whose research has had a significant contribution to addressing UK's educational challenges and what it's like to provide evidence to government and the UK Parliament. And finally, we'll hear from Dr. Ben Abrams, whose research focuses on protest movements and will be helping us to understand how modern societies have responded to the rise of populist governments. So listen up and get ready for Season 23 of Research for the Real World, and don't forget to vote.
Research for the Real World is produced by IOE Marketing and Communications and IOE Research Development. The theme music was created by Rob Cochran. Tatiana Sotero Diaz is the series advisor, Amy Leibowitz is the series producer, and Jason Ilagan is the executive producer of the IOE podcast.
Thanks so much for downloading and listening to this IOE podcast.